Let's just get into it, shall we? So I'm gonna do a Q&A today, which I haven't done in a while, but I asked you guys a little bit ago on my Instagram to ask me some Qs. And so today I'm gonna be providing the A's. Okay, I haven't actually looked through all of these, so I'm gonna answer them. Okay, so someone said, what are some things you do every day to feel grounded? Spending time in nature is definitely something that always makes me feel grounded. Going on a hike or like spending time outside doing an activity. I know it's winter right now and it's kind of cold, but I went on a hike the other day and that was really great, very needed, and it made me feel really good afterwards. And also working out for me makes me feel grounded because it really connects my mind and my body together. It's such a like mental challenge as well as a physical challenge. So once I overcome that, I feel so much better afterwards. And I've actually found, and like it's totally true, like it happens every time. The days that I work out, because I normally work out in the morning, so like if I work out in the morning, my day is so much more productive. I feel so much better. I am happier. I just feel more focused. I can get more stuff done. I feel more motivated. And on the days that I don't work out, those days are usually the days where I feel a little bit depressed or sad, unmotivated. I just want to like lay in my bed all day and watch Netflix. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to socialize. So working out is definitely something that makes me feel grounded. It might not do the same for you, but other things as well, like journaling, I've been doing that every day. Creating, just like allowing you to be creative, that kind of stuff. So, okay, so somebody said, do you fake tan? If so, any tips? So now that it is winter, I do fake tan actually, which is something that I never really thought I would do, but I like being tan, and in the summer, I just lay out in the sun and I don't have to worry about it, but in the winter, I don't like being that pale. So for Christmas, James got me the Bondi Sands tanning mousse. So I've been using that, and I don't really have like a routine for it. I don't do it every single day or apply it every single day, but when I do apply it, normally what I do is like I take showers at night and then afterwards I'll apply the tan, and instead of rinsing it off that night, I just put on my pajamas. And yes, the tanning stuff does get on things, so if you're wearing like white clothes, it will like get on your stuff. I think it washes out though, but I normally wear like long pants and long sleeved or whatever, and then I just rinse it off in the morning afterwards, so that really allows the tan to like set in your skin. Okay, so someone asked, how do you stay committed to healthy eating and exercise? So for me, I do really enjoy eating healthily and working out. I love living a balanced lifestyle, which I've finally come to live and enjoy. My life was always very extreme, whether it be really extreme dieting and like working out all the time or just not caring at all and like binge eating. So I've finally now come to like the happy medium and like found the happy medium. So I would say to be committed, I think just like figuring out a schedule that works for you in terms of working out, because obviously everyone has different lives. So like maybe you have a 9-to-5 job, or like you're a student, but finding, first of all, workouts that you enjoy. So maybe you don't like running, maybe you like lifting weights more, or maybe you want to do fitness classes, or maybe you just want to do yoga, or just want to go on like walks. Figure out what you enjoy first, or maybe narrow it down by what you don't enjoy. I don't know, or try new things, try different classes. I love spin, running, and going to the gym. So those are like my 3 main forms of exercise. I also love hiking, but I wouldn't say that I do it on like a very regular schedule. It's very much sporadic. But staying committed is basically just, for me personally, writing things down and like making a set plan and like scheduling things out really works well for me. I'm a Virgo moon, so maybe it won't work for you, but that seems to really help me. I like when things are like written down so I can look at them and actually track them. Maybe get like a journal where you can track your fitness and your workouts. Don't get too obsessive about it. Don't beat yourself up if you're not like following it to the T, because I used to be like that, but now I'm not, and I feel so much more free with my like the way that I eat and the way that I work out. I do it on my own terms, but even if I don't feel like it, I'll always kind of push myself a little bit and be like, you know, you're gonna feel better afterwards, and that usually is what inspires me to go. Okay, so somebody said, do you journal, and if so, how do you write in it every day, and what do you write about? So I have started journaling. I have so many journals, and I've always, like, I love writing. I've always loved writing, but for some reason journaling has always been really hard for me, and I've tended to always write only when I'm feeling sad or depressed and I just need to like tell someone about it, but I don't know who to tell, so I'll just write it in my journal. I always have found it a lot easier for myself to express my feelings through like writing them down versus like speaking them. Hence why I'm not that articulate. Yeah, so that's why I always tended to rely on my journal or like my diary when I was younger to like whenever I was frustrated or upset or sad, I would write in my journal. But I've come to realize that you should write in your journal all the time what you're grateful about, what you're happy about, what you're looking forward to, your plans, the things that you're proud of that you've done, your achievements, your goals. Also when you're sad and, you know, emotional and that kind of stuff. But so I started doing morning pages, which is like, you can look it up. I don't actually know the exact term and I don't really follow it exactly, but it's supposed to be 3 pages as soon as you wake up that you write down, and you basically just like free write, longhand, just write whatever comes to you. A lot of the time I just kind of run out of things to write, or I'm just like, okay, like I'm done. I don't force myself to write 3 pages if I don't really want to. Usually it's like 1.5 or 2. I rarely actually do 3. And then sometimes throughout the day, if I just really feel like I want to write something down, then I will. Or if I'm just like really excited about it. I spend a lot of my time alone because I work from the house or like from my computer. So it's nice to be able to like express myself through my journal. But of course that's not a substitute for actual human interaction. Write about whatever you want. You could literally like write a poem if you wanted to. You don't actually have to write like, today I'm doing this, blah, blah, blah. Like it's like Dear Diary, you know, it doesn't have to be like that. Okay, someone asked, how did you meet your boyfriend? So we actually met on Bumble. Believe it or not, I messaged him first. And voila, here we are. Okay, so someone said, what are your favorite exercises? I pretty much already answered that. I go to spin classes about 1 to 2 times a week, and then I go running. Now I'm training for a half marathon, so I'm gonna be running a lot more now. And then I go to the gym, and at the gym, most of the time I don't really know what to do. I do like the stair climber. I don't just wanna do cardio though, but I'm like so apprehensive about getting into weights because I don't exactly know how to get started, and I've been like trying to watch fitness videos. If you guys have any suggestions of like girl fitness people who have really good like gym workout routines or whatever, let me know because I'm trying to learn. I used to lift weights like my senior year of high school and I was like getting pretty into it, and then I just kind of stopped, and now I'm like kind of scared to start again. So anyways, someone said, where are you moving to in a year? I don't know where I will be a year from now. I don't have any huge plans on moving from San Diego right now. I definitely don't plan on staying here forever. Trust me. Yeah, so we will see though. We will see what happens. Okay, so someone asked, what are some struggles you face on a daily basis? Well, first of all, my social anxiety is something that not prevents me from doing things, but it is a big obstacle every single day in my life that I have to overcome, or sometimes I don't overcome it. I'm very used to it because I've lived with it my whole life, but social anxiety definitely hinders me, not prevents, hinders me from doing even like just the most basic of things. Yeah, so that is definitely one of my main struggles that I've dealt with my whole life. I feel like I've gotten a lot better with it recently. But of course we have good days, we have bad days. I like everyone else have insecurities of my own. You know, sometimes I don't feel my best. I don't think that I look my best. Oh, procrastination. I'm very bad at that. Trying to get better. I've been very productive so far this year. We are 10 days in and so far so good. I've had a couple days that I didn't do anything because I didn't feel like it and couldn't get the motivation, but hey, 2 out of 10 isn't so bad. What is the best piece of advice you can give younger people? This is so cliche. It's so very cliche, but truly, just do whatever you want. You are in control of your life. Nobody else is. I understand like parents, school, society, whatever, but like ultimately it is your life. And I don't like looking back on moments or times or periods in my life and regretting them because I was too afraid to like be who I truly wanted to be or like embrace whatever. And I wish that I had. And of course, like I'm sure so many people can say that, but like if I could go back in time, I would actually change the way that I lived a little bit. I wish that I had not cared so much about what other people thought because I would have done so much more, but I was afraid. So be you. I'm gonna address this, and this is the only time I'm gonna address this because I just want to clear the air, and as much as I don't want to talk about this because I'm respecting other people's privacy as well as my own, but I get the curiosity, I guess, and I guess I should just say, okay, I'm not gonna go into details, but obviously I am with somebody else now, so if you followed me for a while, You would have known about my ex because he was in a couple of my videos and like we lived together and traveled together. So I'm getting so uncomfortable. Yeah, so we broke up, obviously, out of respect for the relationship or the past relationship and him. I'm not gonna go into details, but yeah, we broke up, obviously. And I didn't talk about it. It was not a good time for myself and was very messy. So that's all I'm gonna say. But I've gotten so many questions about it, and I just wanna say, like, I understand why people ask, because it's like, well, I did publicize the relationship. I did share it with all of you. And so obviously when all of a sudden you don't see this person anymore and you see someone else, or like I stop talking or sharing this person like for good, you're gonna have questions. But like, oh my gosh, I cannot tell you, every single time I get a question, not really anymore, but definitely when it actually happened, every time I saw somebody ask me that, it would literally give me anxiety. Like every question. I had to actually filter my comments in Instagram because it really did give me anxiety. Like every time I would get questions about it, it would like freak me out. And so I know that nobody had the intention of doing that, but just know for a lot of people, like breakups and relationships are really hard, and I totally understand, because it's like I shared it online, I understand, and you do deserve an explanation because it was very abrupt and there was no explanation whatsoever. So I understand the questions, but like for so many people, they can be very triggering and like hard to read. So that's all I'm gonna say. What unpopular opinions do you have? Adam Driver is not hot. I'm sorry. I said it. What is your #1 tip for a healthy relationship? Okay, very good question, and I know the answer to this. Communication. Let me say it again for you. Communication. / honesty, but like I feel like they kind of go hand in hand. Communicate how you feel, what you want, what do you think, what you're sad about, what you're happy about, what you love about them, what kind of annoys you about them. Just communication is key. Trust me. Okay, here's some juicy questions. When did you lose your virginity? When I was 16. It was like right after I turned 16. And it was on the beach. Have you ever done shrooms or LSD? I have not done shrooms, although I like wish that I had instead of doing LSD. So I did do LSD. I did it when I was 16. Do not recommend. Absolutely don't ever do that. Horrible idea. Just don't do that. Someone said, have you ever vaped? I have never, never vaped. I actually am so, like, ask anyone in my life, very adamantly against vaping. However, on New Year's Eve night, I was very drunk and I took someone's vape and I like Juul and I smoked like one thing, like one hit, I guess is that what you call it? And that was it. So that's the only time I've ever done it, and I like don't really remember what it was like. I just remember giving it back and I was like, okay, like why did I do that? But no, I'm like actually so adamantly against it. I think they're so stupid, and I like harass my friends all the time about it. My friends that do it, I'm like, you're dumb. Okay, last question. Someone said, do pineapples go on pizza? And let me tell you, I was so adamantly against pineapple going on pizza, but then I tried it and it's actually kind of good, and now I kind of like it. Oh, I can't believe I'm one of those people. Anyways, please don't unsubscribe. Okay, so that's all I'm gonna answer for now because I feel like this video is very long. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I answered some of your questions. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one.